Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another President's Report. I hope you've all had a great month. As a matter of fact, I suspect you have had a wonderful month. April is up 21% in terms of volume from last year, and that leaves us up 18% for the year, which is just fabulous. And I think that it all kind of dovetails nicely with what we were hearing in Washington, D.C. I've just come back from the mid-year legislative meetings in Washington, spent a great week in Washington meeting with both our congressmen and our senators, and participating in the historic Realtor Rally among a crowd of 13,800 realtors, all decked out in blue t-shirts with a white R on them, and some great speakers. Those of you familiar with Lawrence Yun, the NAR chief economist, he's a very soft-spoken guy, but he really was quite animated in his exhorting the legislators up on the Hill not to, quote, fiddle with MID, with the mortgage interest deduction, and hurt this rally that we're having. The rally on the whole was, the subject of that rally was home ownership matters. And I think the most poignant talk, aside from Lawrence, who raised eyebrows, was an Hispanic broker from California who he batted cleanup, so to speak. And he was talking about that immigrants coming to the United States don't dream about getting a big job so that they can rent an apartment. The American dream is still the American dream. It's getting the good job and buying a home. That was his conclusion. And that also sort of carried over into some of the discussions that we heard in symposiums back at the legislative meetings themselves. Mark Zandi, while we're on this subject, Mark Zandi, who was the economist from Moody's, said that as far as he's concerned, the recession is over, and that next year, for those of us in the business, we're going to feel a palpable difference. It's going to be like a light switch going on. And in fact, I think that many of us kind of feel that sensation right now. So perhaps it's not over yet, but maybe we're definitely in a different type of market than we have been for many, many, many years. But now let's turn homeward here to New Hampshire. It was great being in Washington, the weather was fine, but I couldn't wait to get home, and it's nice being back. We have some things coming up. June 14th, the Leadership Task Force is meeting at the Audubon Center to talk about strategies to mentor young leaders. It's going to be a lunch and learn type thing. October 10th is going to be a new event, which I'm very excited about. Communications Committee is planning on having a financial symposium, you might call it, in Manchester with Lawrence Yun as the keynote speaker. I'll be there to moderate, and there are some other guests that are being firmed up at the moment. So October 10th, mark that down. And of course, I'd be absolutely remiss if I didn't mention the convention coming up in Portsmouth. That kicks off on the 9th of September. The keynote address will be given on the 10th of September by Terry Tucker. I hear that she is a nationally known motivational speaker, been doing it for 17 years. And oh, by the way, my historic tour, you definitely don't want to miss that. And the places are limited. I can only take 20 on each tour, but I had a lot of fun doing it last year, and I know the people that went on it last year had a lot of fun, so that'll be part of it. And of course, all the great education credits, and we'll be swearing in President-elect Weidecker to his new post, and I'll be happy about that. So, moving right along, we had a great NHAR night out in Washington, D.C. at the Nationals, and a group of us went to the baseball game down there, and it struck me that we ought to be doing the same thing here back in New Hampshire. So we are looking into having an NHAR night out at the Fisher Cats sometime this summer. We had some good news in Washington from one of our local stars. Last year's president, Tom Riley, will be the Region 1 vice president. That means he'll be representing all the New England states. I believe that's going to happen in 2015. He was opposed, and the opposition dropped out. So Tom is a very deserving man and a great candidate. I think it's going to be great to have him represent the region. I'm looking forward to that. I also understand that the Non-Dues Revenue Task Force is planning an event for this summer, so that's something else we can look forward to. So there's a lot of good stuff going on. And with that, I'm going to wish you all a fantastic rest of the spring and rest of the year in sales. Enjoy it. It's great to finally have a robust market out there, and take advantage of it. See you next month.